pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
To begin this game, give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Running for it, here's Cook, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. Touchdown! John Mechie with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 33 yards that time. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Wisely will throw that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt. Set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
I would guess they combined. If you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. And for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. It's creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. But the Bears going to take over now late in this 1st half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Holding offense. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. They'll look to throw again. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up in the Twin Cities. Minnesota hosting Detroit in the NFC North. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Russell Gage, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Alvin Kamara, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they've had
no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start it.
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And when they've tried too hard, even...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Cook, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dalvin Cook, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to be incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 18. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bears take over.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
2nd and 4.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
They'll set up a throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Second and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the first down if they can. It's third down. The loop, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10. The sack, and it leads to 4. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Second and 5. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore. 28 yards. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again, and the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Finding Schultz. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to air one out and unable to connect. Incomplete. They'll give him credit. They'll take their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's got a man complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now
As this one's in the air.
Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there at the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the title as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.